Today's top teacher, Kelly.
That's right, it's top teacher time. Summer Aschenbach, and she teaches 3rd grade at Norton Park Elementary School in Smyrna, Georgia. Summer's life didn't start out so easy, so she likes to make sure that her students always feel safe and loved.
By the time I was in 6th grade, I had attended 4 different foster homes and at least 6 different elementary schools. And that was hard, and it's brought a lot of pain, but that's where my love for school began. And any time that I think back to that, school was always my safe place. School was the place that I felt happy.
Summer Aschenbach has turned her life's challenges into inspiration. She was placed into foster care at an early age with her siblings. Summer and one of her sisters were later adopted together by a loving couple who supported their upbringing.
You were so behind when we first got you in school. I remember you getting flashcards out and doing times tables. You were behind in reading. And I'll never forget that phone call in 7th grade when you said, "Mom, remember I was 3 years behind in reading? They just said I'm 3 years ahead in reading. You've just have worked so hard, and you always have."
Summer embraced her new life and went on to complete her dream of becoming an elementary school teacher.
Miss Summer came into my daughter's life when she was in 3rd grade, and she really transformed her reading, her math, her social skills, and I'm forever indebted to her.
She jumped into the role of educator with the intent of helping children. She goes to great lengths to offer education that is inclusive and engaging. She has changed her classroom into a hospital and given each student gowns, gloves, and a clipboard for a math lesson. She has used glow sticks and black lights to make her room glow for St. Patrick's Day.
Her students are not only developing a love of learning, but they are also learning to love each other.
Summer's heart for children included taking in 2 of her sister's children when they needed some extra help. She keeps people in the forefront of her heart, and she follows through with her words, her time, her resources, and her care.
Summer is also engaged in their personal life to make sure that if they don't feel safe at home, if they don't feel safe outside of her classroom with her and in her classroom, they feel safe and they find refuge.
I want my students to come into my classroom knowing that they are loved, that they are appreciated, and that no matter what is happening in their lives, that should not stop them from reaching their goals.
I just want to keep watching, right? I didn't want that to end.
What a lady.
We're going to meet Summer when we come back. Stay with us.
Please welcome today's top teacher finalist, Summer Aschenbach.
Summer!
Hi, Summer. Wow, your story is so inspirational. We were both moved to tears. Everybody was here on the studio floor. When did you know that you wanted to be a teacher?
As you saw in the video, it started when I was a little girl. Being placed in the foster care system at 6 years old brought a lot of heartache to me as a kid, but school was always my safe place. It's the one place that I knew was always going to be somewhere that I can go in and felt loved. And I always knew, that passion for the school when I got older, that's what I wanted to be. It never changed, no matter how many different routes I thought I would take in college. Teaching always went back to it because of those moments I had in the school. When I was just a little girl, it helped me get through some of the toughest times in my life.
And you could show up and do your job well, but you continue to go way above and way beyond. What really drives you, motivates you to do that all the time?
We don't know what these kids are going through. Teaching at the school I teach in, some of these kids have a hard life. And if I can take some of my time to go over and beyond, and I know some of the things that I do are over the top, but it brings them so much joy. And if they can just come into my classroom and just have fun and not worry, then that's an easy decision for me. There's been countless hours I've stayed and put together things, but seeing the kids come into class so excited to learn, even if kids don't have things going on at home. I mean, we're living in a tough world that they don't understand all the time, but seeing their excitement for learning when I do go over and beyond, it makes everything worth it.
Why do you think, what is it about you specifically that has allowed you to come so far, from the obviously a very difficult beginning to where you are now. What is it about you?
I just have a drive in me. I've had a lot of support from my friends and family. I don't want to let things that I couldn't control stop me from achieving things that I want to do. I knew that I want to be a teacher and I want to do it to the best of my ability. And it hurts, and I'm an emotional teacher, but I don't want that to stop me. That's not fair. Those weren't my decisions. But I just want anybody going through a hard time, don't let that stop you. You can wake up every day and you make your own decisions, and I choose to push through it and make a happy life.
You know what? Empathy. I think your empathy is your greatest gift, because empathy is in short supply these days, and your students are so fortunate to have you, and so much better off because of you and your understanding and your empathy and the compassion and dedication.
And
really.
Summer, just thinking about this, you will be a part of their lives forever. You know, the impact you have now, they're going to remember that forever and pass that on, hopefully, to their kids. And it's just really incredible. Your story inspired all of us. So we got some fun news here. We're giving you $5,000. That's for you.
Thank you.
An additional 2,000 donors choose gift card from Sonic to get any teaching supplies you may need. All right?
Thank you so much.
Summer, awesome to meet you. Big hugs.
Thank you.
Say hi to the kids for us.
And go dogs. Go dogs.
No.
I know, but I'm saying that. We'll be right back. Go dogs!